In this video, we try to explain the importance of pranayama in Raja Yoga and the correct way of doing it. The material for this presentation is mainly taken from the chapter on Raja Yoga in the Complete Works of Swami Vivekananda, Volume 1. Pranayama and Dharana, the two angas of Raja Yoga, are very important. The motivation and the importance of pranayama are provided in this video. Raja Yoga is a difficult subject. To be successful, one should seek the guidance of a qualified guru. In my video on Gnana Yoga, we showed that the Jivatma and Paramatma are the same. However, Jivatma, that is the soul in the body, is attached to various desires. One achieves divinity by controlling one's internal and external nature. The science of Raja Yoga helps one to achieve that goal. The only way to control a person's internal nature is by controlling one's mind. To control the mind, we first analyze the internal world. We stop the mind from going outside. That is, stop it from focusing on what's happening in the external world. Then, make it focus on itself. By analyzing one's own mind, he will discover that he is the soul but not the body. One would discover the soul is eternal and indestructible. Hence, no more fear of death, no more vain desires. When you don't have desires, you will be happy and peaceful. Raja Yoga teaches us how to concentrate our mind and discover the innermost recesses of our mind, generalize its contents, and draw conclusions. No religious beliefs are needed, just pure science. Try convince yourself. Rhythmic breathing is a part of pranayama. Pranayama controls the breathing. Breathing is like a flywheel of the body that puts every part of the body into motion. We control the nerve currents flowing in the body by controlling the breath. In turn, we control our thoughts. By controlling the thoughts, we grasp the prana. By controlling the prana, we can control anything. Although pranayama controls the breathing, we direct the nerve currents where to flow by mentally focusing on various parts. Let us now understand what prana is and the benefits one would get by controlling it. According to the Indian rishis, only two substances exist in the universe. One is called the akasha, other is the prana. The prana shapes the akasha into universe, sun, water, human body, plant, etc. At the beginning of creation, there is only akasha. At the end, all merge into akasha. Everything we perceive is a manifestation of prana. When Yashoda asked Krishna to open his mouth on the suspicion that he ate dirt, he showed the whole universe in his mouth. That is the manifestation of prana. Pranayama is the only way to concentrate and focus your mind inward to control prana. At the highest level, the whole universe will be under your control. You will achieve total bliss. You achieve complete gnana. It takes a jivatma several thousands of births before attaining moksha. With pranayama / Raja Yoga, one can attain moksha in the present birth. Some cosmetic advantages are wrinkles on the face disappear. You will have a clear, pleasant and reverberating voice. You will feel restful like you have never felt before. To control the prana, we control the energy flowing in the nadis. As we practice pranayama and progress spiritually, we will experience the presence of several akashas. They are Mahakasha, the ordinary space we normally see. Chittakasa, mental space. This is the space where yogis read the minds of others or see supersensuous objects. Chidakasa, called the knowledge space. Here perception becomes objectless and the soul shines on its own. When the energy flows in the Sushumna Nadi, we dwell in the Chidakasa. Normally, Sushumna Nadi is closed. It is possible to make energy flow through the Sushumna Nadi by pranayama. Once energy starts flowing in the Sushumna Nadi, you can control the prana. Here is a picture showing Ida, Pingala and Sushumna Nadis along with Kundalini's 7 lotus centers or chakras. Note that the Ida, Pingala and Sushumna Nadis run through the spinal cord. The right side energy channel is called the Pingala. It runs from the Swadhisthana chakra to the brain. Left side energy channel is called the Ida. It runs from the Mooladhara chakra to the brain. The central energy channel is called the Susumna. It runs from the sacrum bone at the base of the spinal cord to the brain. Before we start the pranayama, Ida and Pingala need to be purified and balanced for the proper functioning of a person. Raja Yoga consists of 8 parts: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. A practitioner of Raja Yoga has to follow all these 8 practices daily to be successful. Yama means ahimsa, truthfulness, non-stealing, vairagya, and total belief in Paramatma. Niyama is being clean, content, disciplined, trying to know self, and devotion to God. Asana deals with the posture. It enables one to sit in a position for prolonged periods of time. Pranayama is the subject we are dealing with here. Pratyahara is the practice of detachment from worldly pleasures. Dharana is the practice of intense focus, usually on God. Dhyana is the meditation on God. Samadhi is the final state. It is the culmination of the Raja Yoga practice. Anybody who goes to the temple knows that as soon as he enters, his mind becomes calm and serene. One's mind becomes receptive to God's grace. Similarly, to practice pranayama, it helps if the place where you are going to practice is calm, peaceful, and conducive to higher thoughts. So, whoever can afford to set aside a room in the house for the practice should do so. It helps if some aromatic incense sticks are used there. Try not to allow anybody into that special room if they are averse to the Adhyatmic life. Their presence will affect the positive vibrations in the room. Keep holy thoughts while you are in that room. Posture is very important in yoga. Sit in a comfortable position, preferably on the floor, if not on a chair. The head, the neck, and the chest should be in a straight line. The spinal cord should be straight. Let the ribs support the whole weight of the body. Our body is made of food, which tremendously influences our minds. So, partake only that food which helps your mental peace. Prior to the pranayama, one should purify the Ida and Pingala nadis. To do that, breathe to the full capacity of your lungs through the left nostril while closing the right nostril with the thumb. Then exhale with the right nostril by closing the left nostril without waiting. Repeat the process by inhaling with the right nostril and exhaling with the left nostril. Do this breathing exercise to cleanse the nadis daily 4 times at dawn, midday, evening, that is dusk, and midnight. After 15 to 30 days, the nadis get purified. The purpose of the pranayama is to control the motion of the lungs because they are the obvious choice to get to the prana as they are the only things moving and supply vital energy to the body that we can control. Learn to feel the finer motions that are going on in the body. If you can feel, you can control. After controlling the motion of the lungs for a sufficient length of time, we shall be able to control finer motions. Finally, we come to the point of pranayama practice. Before we go further, let me emphasize the importance of a qualified guru guiding and overlooking your practice of pranayama. The first step in the practice is to sit erect with the chest, neck, and head in a straight line. The second step is to control the nerves. The nerve center that controls the lungs has a controlling effect on the other nerves. To control them, rhythmic breathing is necessary. Start with breathing in and out in a measured way to harmonize the system. After practicing it for some time, repeat Om mentally. That is, breathe in Om and breathe out Om. Your body becomes rhythmic. You will feel restful. The facial wrinkles disappear when you practice for some months, followed by a beautiful voice. This is the most important step in pranayama. Close the right nostril with your thumb and slowly inhale through the left nostril, Ida. Close both nostrils. Imagine you are sending the current down the Ida and violently striking the Muladhara chakra, that is, base of the Kundalini. Hold your breath there for some time. Take the thumb off and let the breath out through the right nostril while imagining the nerve current flowing out through the pingala. The durations for intake of breath, holding the breath, and exhaling are 4 seconds, 16 seconds, and 8 seconds respectively. The above process makes one pranayama. This picture shows through animation how the currents should flow while doing the pranayama. While practicing pranayama, imagine a lotus triangle in form at Muladhara chakra. Concentrate your mind at the center of the lotus. The next step is to repeat step 3, breathing with the right nostril and breathing out with the left while maintaining the durations. Initially, do the pranayama 9 times in the morning and 9 times in the evening. When you feel comfortable, increase the times to 5 seconds, 20 seconds, and 10 seconds for intake, holding, and exhaling. We use mental repetitions of Om to keep count of how many seconds we took for inhaling, holding, and exhaling. After several months of pranayama, Kundalini awakens and all the powers manifest. While doing pranayama, when you focus your attention on the Muladhara chakra, you will feel coldness at the base of your spine. Hang on to the encouraging signs and keep doing pranayama. I should mention there are other ways to awaken the Kundalini by focusing on each chakra and chanting specific mantra pertaining to that chakra as described in the book Sanatana Dharma A Way to Practice by Tyagaraja Damarla. Practicing pranayama without trying to awaken the kundalini would have health benefits. Other elements of Raja Yoga are pratyahara, practice of detachment from worldly pleasures; dharana, practice of intense focus, usually on God; dhyana, meditation on God or Om; samadhi, this is the culmination of all the above. This is the blissful state one aims to achieve. This concludes this video on pranayama. May the force be with you.